Hello, hi everyone. How are you all doing? Let me check whether everything is fine. Yes. All good. All good. So let me see who all are there here. Hi Hridansh. Hi Vansh. Hi Mayur. Hi Rian. Yeah, nice to be back with Puzzle Survival. How's life with all of you? Hi Arpit. Uh, Till more people join in, I'll share a small thought, uh, a small thought from down the memory lane and what's going on in my mind. Let me uh, let me tell you. So when I was in school, we used to have a moral science class, and we used to have my teacher our teacher used to make us read not read uh, pray. So we used to pray, thank you God for the world so sweet, thank you God for the food we eat, thank you God for the birds that sing, thank you God for everything. So every day after the moral science class, I think it was start or at the end, I forgot, it's been a long time. So our teacher used to make us say this prayer, and I never understood why we have to sing this every day, or every moral science class. It was that time I was a kid, and I had no idea why I had to tell that. And then now when I look back at it after so many years, and especially during the times we are going on now I understand what it meant. So I am not someone who understands the concept of God. I mean, is he there, is he not there, I don't know. I don't I mean, I'm middle in between a believer and not a believer. So but I understand the importance of being thankful today of what we have. Like, we all have so many problems in life, everybody. Like, somebody's problems can be small, somebody's can be big, but we all have problems. But today's difficult time has taught me this, that every day we should be thankful for what we have today, because what we have today is really very precious, and we should really be happy with what we have today. Because 2 years back we had so many things, we never thought it was great, it was so normal, and today we realize what we had in those days, that was amazing. So what we have today, we should really be happy about it. Let me check who else has joined. Mayur says hello, all is well, your video audio setup seems fine. Okay, great. Mahernos Daruwala, hello. So okay, let's get started. Chess is something which gives me happiness when my mind is disturbed, when I'm kind of drifted here and there. That's when I come back to chess. You know how you go back to your best friend when you are looking for some comfort, and chess is something which gives me a lot of comfort. So with these words, let's start our puzzle survival. Yes, as Arpit Jain has written, gratitude should be the attitude. We are still breathing air. We are lucky. Yes, we are lucky. So for all the ones who want to just feel happy about what we have, let's do it. Let's enjoy with chess and keep our minds healthy and happy. Very important. So let's get started. Let me start puzzle survival. It's going to be tough from here, friends. Let me check with the setting. Yes, setting is all good. Let me go to my yes, I think everything is okay. So it's going to be tough because it's also tough for me. That's why I want more and more people to join in so we can discuss and do this. I've still not started thinking, but I will start soon. But yes, one thing very important for everyone to understand is that chess is not super easy like when we see engines. For example, a lot of you might be looking at commentaries where people tell you this is happening and that is happening. But honestly, none of us know what is happening. We actually have to think. So when we look at engines and tell this is happening, that is happening, chess seems like child's play. But chess is best enjoyed without engines, when you have to really use your brain. And that's the whole point of doing these puzzle survival sessions, which here 54 is like, it's close to my limit. As I said, 61 is what I had done, I think alone or with a friend, but in a group we had done 76 like last time I did streaming. So let's see how far we can go today. Let's get started. Hi Cynthia, hi Bhagyashri, nice to have you. Yes, we need you, be here. And Tobias, now a small kid, I wouldn't say small kid, but okay, a young friend of mine told me that I was pronouncing Tobias' name incorrectly in the last stream. So I hope today it is correctly pronounced. I'm still not used to that name, but I was told it is Tobias, right? Is it correct? So okay, let's get started. Amay Pradeep Kanetkar, hello, he says आज century होनी चाहिए. Let's try. It's so much fun when we go higher and higher. I love it when things become more and more difficult. So let's see. So we want to play, everyone says knight h4, so we can move to h2, but what about bishop into f4? Still h2 and c1 queen is there. Yes, looks nice. So I haven't started thinking, but we already have suggestions from Tobias and Mahernoz Daruwala. Both of them suggest knight h4, and we can go h2 next move. Yes, looks very logical. And so we have knight h4, bishop f4 and h2, yes. Yeah, sounds good. And knight h4, king g1, and knight into f3, king h1. Tobias says yes, but in Swedish the put emphasis on two. No, sorry, but I'm not used to this name, so I'm trying. So I have to put the stress on two, okay? So Tobias. Okay, I'll try, okay? Sorry if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I wish there was an audio to tell me. I will try to correct myself. At least it's a little bit better than last time when I was pronouncing it completely incorrectly. Hi Adhiraj. Yes, so knight h4, king g1 is first. Papa says knight e5 also. But then I'm threatening knight d3, that's the point. Knight e5, king g1. Hi Mayank. Now let me start thinking. I think I've welcomed everybody who has joined in. And the standard thing, sab log like kar do, like the stream. So I normally don't even tell it. My viewers are so nice that they come and like the stream themselves. So that's very cool. So I normally do not even have to tell. I can just focus on position. So we have two suggestions right now. Mayur means knight into g5 in that position. So he means knight h4, king g1, knight f3, king h1 is what he means, I guess. Not king h2. Knight into g5, bishop f4. So basically we have two ideas here. One is this and one is this. So we have to choose between these two, right? Yeah, knight h4, white will play king g1 and knight d5 and knight d3 is there. Let me now think. I really need some water already today. It's very hot in my city. So let me start thinking now. I have to put on my thinking cap, imaginary thinking cap. Both are interesting, huh? Knight h4, knight e5, both are interesting. Knight e5 is with the idea of playing knight d3. But the only thing is, do I have so much time? I do have, huh? One says, where does the white king go to after knight h4, king g4, knight f3? King h1, I guess. That's the only square, and not only square, but yeah, suppose king h1. First thing coming to my mind. How do I win from there? Why knight e5 nobody likes? Is it slow? Like Papa's suggestion of knight e5 is also interesting. I want a knight d3 fork. Yes, Rian says the king goes to h1 after knight f3. Yes, that's correct. And I'm not able to understand the continuation there. Why can't we go to e5 and d3 and... but how will we do it? Okay, that's also not clear. No, there is some problem there. Knight e5, king g1 maybe. Yes, knight h4, bishop f4, then h2. That's correct, Adhiraj. I'm concerned about knight h4, king g1, knight f3, king h1. And I'm trying to understand what am I supposed to do there. Knight g5 means bishop f4. Then knight f3. Acha, there is an idea. Knight h4, king g1, knight f3, king h1, knight g5, bishop f4, knight f3. Now if say bishop goes somewhere, I'll pick up the a pawn, go with my king to d1. White's king is not moving, so I'll get the a pawn. I can go with my king to d1, and when white goes bishop a3, then I will play knight e5, knight c4, winning the bishop. How is that idea? Yes, Vansh, exactly. I got the same idea now. Exactly, that's my idea. Mayur says, initially I checked knight e5 line. I checked this one, knight e5, g6, knight d3, king d2, knight c1, king d2, h2, g7, h1, queen. No, I'm just thinking maybe knight e5 is a little bit slow, is it not? Knight e5, g6, knight d3. No, knight e5, I'm more concerned about king g1. Knight e5, king g1. Knight d3, bishop d2. So, what I feel now, is to go with this suggestion. If king here, the knight f3, king h1, knight g5. Okay, I still have to check king to f1. I'm not done with king to f1. King to f1 means I can take knight g5, knight f3 back. So king h1, knight f3, bishop f4. I go back, knight f3. Then I pick up the a pawn. Then I go with my king to d1. When the bishop comes to a3, I know it's a little bit complicated, but still. Now I will maneuver my knight to c4 and I will win. It makes sense, right? So everybody agrees knight h4 is what we should go for. It's making a lot of sense now. Mayur is fast in searching. That's great. So Mayur says this position is from an actual game. I'll tell after we solve it. Okay, great. Yes, Adhiraj, I agree. Knight h4 seems faster, and also it has a very direct threat of h2, which is kind of very appealing. And this idea of making white king go to h1 and then knight f3, so he has only bishop to make moves with, taking the a5 pawn, going to king d1. It's making a lot of sense. Yes, so everyone agrees knight h4. Let's go with it. Okay, so we have to take first juncture is over. Now we don't have a choice. We have to take knight into f3. Okay, this is also correct. And now knight into g5 is what we saw. I think that's also correct. We have to take the g5 pawn. Otherwise, knight g5, king h2 is not coming, no? No, knight g5, king h2 means I can play f3. I think so, yeah. Anyway, I have to take knight g5. I don't have a choice here. So for only moves, no point in thinking, right? So I take on g5. Okay, we go back knight f3. I think that should be the end of this problem, more or less, yeah. We have to play knight f3, and then we pick up this pawn. Then we go maneuver our king all the way to d1, so that if bishop goes somewhere, we have knight d2. If bishop goes in this diagonal, we will have knight d2 and queens. If bishop goes not on this diagonal, bishop goes here, we will transfer our knight to c4 and we will win. So all good, I think. We go back. Okay, great. Very good, very well done, everyone. We are on position number 56, and great, all of you did it correctly. 55th problem was correct, and Mayur can now tell us it was from which game. That's very interesting to know who played it. And it's nice that Mayur is so fast in the search. That's also very interesting. Okay, what's happening here? It's so hot, guys. It's so hot in Calcutta, oh man. But as I said at the beginning of the session, we should be thankful for what we have, right? So I should be thankful for the warm weather and everything else. So no complaints, only chess. Adhiraj says in this position, white is forced to move the queen. So basically our queen on b7 is under attack. What are we supposed to do? So we see, I'll just color it for everyone. This queen is under attack. We need to do something about it. The last position had a problem rating of 2768. Interesting, very interesting. Yes, so everyone wants to know from Mayur whose game it was. The previous Mayur says the previous position was from Caxita Esperanca 1803 versus Ravilo Manana Savin 1821 Batumi Olympiad 2018. Black didn't follow our solution, moved king b5 first and had a longer road to win. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Thanks, Mayur. That was great. That we now know who played it. And Tobias says no snow. Okay, snow is a dream for us now. I think it must be 40 degrees in Kolkata right now. So yeah, it's very hot. But when I go to countries with snow, I enjoy there for some time. But then afterwards, I realized that in India we are blessed to have this, warm weather, because there are a lot of things which becomes easier when you have a warm climate. So we don't have to remove the snow from the houses and from the street and so on. It's fun to be. I love to be in Moscow or Austria where there was snow. I was there. But visiting a place for a few days is a different thing, and then staying there and cleaning the snow every day, it becomes so difficult. You can make a snowman, play with it for some time, but at the end of the day it becomes a lot of work, cleaning the front of the house, and and it's difficult. So yeah, we should be really thankful for everything we have. And what is this? Maybe we should be thankful for this tough position, which is hard for me to understand what is happening. Mayur says, agree, I prefer warmer climates. I like cold places, but as I said, for a few days, yes. But if I have to live there, I think it will be a pain every day to, go through lots, like even wearing some jackets and so much. That's also so difficult. So yeah, everything has its pluses and minuses in life. What is happening here? Any clues? I have none. Okay, I move my queen somewhere. What is my opponent doing? Is it e4 check? Is it rook f2? Is it knight d3? What I have to be considering is a big question. This is not at all an easy problem, by the way. Chess in says queen a7, maybe to stop e4 and rook a8. Yes, that's something I did think of. I did consider that it is a possibility. Just to stop rook a8, that was the thing I had. But then the question is, why do I stop from a7? Why not from c6? If I need to control the a8 square, it can also be from c6. Why from a7? So basically, when he gives e4 check, is king a3 the only move I have, or do I have a choice? Maybe king a3 looks like only reasonable idea. Vansh also says queen a7. So Vansh, my question to you and the chess in is, what's the difference between queen a7 and queen c6? Or is there a difference at all? There has to be something. So queen c6, bishop d7 is coming. and then I cannot control the a8 square. So queen c6, bishop d7, queen d6, e4. Where do I go? Good question. I don't have a good square to go to, yeah. Yes, Rian, I'm also seeing that idea that yeah, that's coming. Vansh says queen c6, e4, king a3, bishop d7, rook 8. So basically it's all about whenever queen c6 is coming, as Chesin pointed out, and there's this bishop d7 idea and rook 8 is not coming. So you're saying queen a7, e4, king a3, that's it? I mean, we just have to stop rook 8, that's it? Or is there more to the problem? Yes, Adhiraj tells me that if I play queen a7, then bishop d7 is not tempi. Yes, so yeah, that's true. This black's not getting a tempo with bd7. Basically, it's not even about a tempo. It's about I think I will not lose control of the a8 square. That makes a lot of sense actually. Queen a7 also threatens knight d6, as Vansh points out. That's also correct. Why do I need to capture with the queen? I can capture with the pawn, yes. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense to play queen a7 and keep the king safe on a3. So queen a7, e4, king a3, rook f2. Maybe there's even some checks from behind, yeah, possible. Queen a7 also keeps an eye on f2 indirectly. Okay, that way, yes. Say if we get knight into d6 and etc. Okay, so on public demand, queen a7, right? Yeah, okay, it makes the most sense. So we go forward with it. Okay, very good. And we go king a3 as per what we had discussed. Okay, amazing. All the ones who had mentioned queen a7, actually all of you mentioned queen a7, so very good, perfect. We are on the 57th problem. So let's see what's happening here. Ooh, what a position. Someone remove the d5 pawn from where it is. We would have got bishop c4 if it were not there. But maybe there is h5. So we have a bishop and a knight for rook and 3 pawns. But main thing is a king on g8, yes. h5 queens. Yes, Maher knows that the last puzzle was about saving ourselves. That's right. And Vansh and Vaishnav, yes, h5 is the first move which comes to mind. Even my mind, I thought of h5, and now I'm thinking, what will I do for a1 queen? Just capture it, or I mean, of course, h5 gh, we want bishop h7 checkmate. That's the first thing which comes to mind. But suppose he plays a1 queen. Now we just take the pawn. I mean, with bishop maybe, or is there actually, why with bishop? We can take with the rook also, maybe with the bishop. White has, not strictly speaking, exchanged down. White has a bishop and a knight for rook and 3 pawns. I mean, okay, something down, but I think the king on g8 is a piece in a difficult position. h5 definitely comes to mind, but my question is, what about a1? h6, rook into h1. Okay, not that. No, that's what we don't have h6. That's the point. I think this looks like force to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this also looks like force to me. And now what is my continuation? Take with the bishop, force him to take with the rook, and then we will have something extra. Yes, I think it makes sense. No, I take with the bishop on a1 once he queens. a1, rook a1, bishop a1. Okay, Vansh wants to take with the rook after h5 a1. So my question is, h5 looks kind of forced, a1 looks kind of forced, and now bishop into a1 or rook into a1. Both are tempting, by the way. Huh? Rook a1, bishop a1 idea is h6, h7 checkmate, right? And that's why Vansh says rook a1, bishop a1, rook b8, bb2, and then he wants h6, h7 checkmate. Can black do anything about it? If gh5, bishop h7 is checkmate? Yes, Mayur also Mayur also says that h6, h7 idea is there after we take rook a1, bishop a1. Yes, it's just winning, right? So everyone likes, okay, let's go forward with h5 then. And now everyone wants rook a1, yes. Take with the rook a1, bishop a1, and h6, h7 thread still remains, right? So rook a1, bishop a1. I have this question, what about rook rook b8, bishop b2, rook b7 is what Tobias said, I think. Why is it not working for black? h6, rook into e7, h7, rook h7. Wait, let me remove the arrows. My question is this. If I take with the rook, he takes back. I take with the bishop, he plays rook b8. I play bb2, he plays rook b7. How do I defend the e7 pawn? h6 means rook into e7. Vansh says bishop b2 was a mistake. Rook b8, I'll have to play bishop f6. b2, h6. That's interesting. So rook a1, bishop a1. If rook b8, the new improvement is bishop f6 here. Yes, I mean the improvement is bishop f6. That can make sense. Yes, bishop f6 is first if you want to save e7. Yes, everybody has now this idea of bishop f6 in that position. And rook a1, bishop a1. If rook c7 here, straight, we play still bishop f6. Yes, and we want to go h6, h7. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense, yes. So let's go with rook a1. And there is one more suggestion here, so I stopped. Maherno says h6 straight away here, by the way, which is very interesting. We were all analyzing bishop into a1, but yes, this idea, how's this? That's very interesting, h6. Maybe we don't have to calculate this bishop a1 at all. Because, oh no, there is rook h1, there is rook h1. There is rook h1, that's the problem. Yes, h6, rook a1, and we are not getting h7, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would have been a nice idea. Yes. But rook h1 is the defense, and yeah, the stylish h6 is not working. It would have been very nice actually. It looked very attractive. Yes, it's not working. Yes. No need to retract the message if it's a mistake. I mean, only thing is bad language is something we don't want. But otherwise, if you make a mistake, it's okay. It's, we are all analyzing, and we can be wrong in what we are thinking. So no need to, retract it. It's okay. It's like, I also make so many mistakes and I'm streaming. But I don't care. I'm like, theek hai, hota hai, chalta hai. So, not h6, we go with simple. So, chess in says bishop a1, c5, and here also bishop f6, right? Because c5 was threatening d4 to block the a1 bishop. So, probably bishop f6 still there. Wait, f6, rook c6? That's an interesting question. Bishop a1, c5, bishop f6, rook f6, rook c6, sorry. Bhagyashree, h6 is rook h1, right? So my good friend Bhagyashree is, very senior friend of mine, is very busy. So she comes sometimes, peeps into my position and says, hey, h6 winning, and then she does all the, things she has to do at home. Then she again comes, peeps in the position, okay, this move maybe is working. And maybe she's busy with other things in life, right, Bhagyashree? So what's going on? Bishop a1, c5, bishop e5. There is no rook c7 then. It makes a lot of sense now. No rook c7 there, yeah. And then h6, h7. Right. By the way, chess in is Ishir, isn't it? Or am I supposed to use chess in? I think it is him. Okay, everybody has this problem. Somebody have their parents' name in the account, and Yeah, they're all kids, so yeah. Okay. So yes, Digvijay Pathade, welcome. He's saying bishop e5 is better than bishop f6. Yes. Don't go to bishop f6. Maybe bishop e5 is better. Okay. Okay. So let's take bishop a1. I think this is more or less now clear to us. He played rook c7 straightforward, and we have bishop f6 as discussed here, right? And then we go h6, h7, and that is winning for us. Yes. There is nothing in between, no moves. He cannot stop anything. Okay, let's go with, okay, we take the rook, and our d3 bishop is taking care of the rest. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Vaishnav, after rook c7, we could have just taken bishop into c7. b2, our d3 bishop is taking care of the b1 square, so it's not really a problem. So very good, good, great guys. 57 not out is amazing. We are at the 58th problem, and what is happening here? Queen h4, first move which comes to mind. May not be the right one, but it comes to mind, of course. Queen h4, king e2, queen g4 is the first thing, but let's see. Let's think whether there is, I mean, shouldn't we just be playing this? I'm doing away with arrows because arrows makes it very difficult for others to think. When I see somebody else's stream and they are putting a lot of arrows, I find it very difficult, and I feel here are arrows, we should remove kind of. Yes, so what's happening here? Queen h4, king e2, queen into g4. If king e1, then queen e4. If king d2, then bishop f4 maybe? Or is there something even better? Okay, first move is kind of forced, no? Sorry. Yes, Rian, queen h4 is the move. I'm just thinking what is the continuation they want us to think. I mean, there could be nothing better than queen h4 in this position. By the way, I wanted to, get into the chess mode today, get into chess today, so I also wore something chessy, this also has something chessy. Just wanted to get pura surrounded by chess completely. So, queen h4 is what everybody says. Maybe I just make the first move, most obvious move, and then think what he wants me to think actually. I don't know what he wants me to think. I'm not anything down. White's king is horrible. What else do I want? So Rian, Vansh, Adhiraj, all three have queen h4, and myself have queen h4 as the suggestion, and sounds correct. Let's go with it. Okay, king d2. Now what? Bishop f4 check or something else? Or queen f2 or queen g5 or queen h6. I mean, a lot of checks are there. Bishop f4 is more like it, but I don't know. Where will he go? Wait, bishop b4 is also... Oh, bishop b4 maybe, because I have rook d8. Maybe... I mean, this or this. Okay, let me remove arrows. I was telling some time back I don't like arrows. And I'm putting them myself. Even rook d8. Rook d8, bishop d3 now. Bishop b4, king e3, I have some bishop c5 check also. It's feeling like the king is coming out. Feels good somehow. So what's the variations going on? Let me check. queen h4, king e2, queen g4, king d2, bishop f4. Yes, that was what we were thinking, but he tricked us by playing king to d2. Bishop b4, and if king e2, queen g4, king f2. What if bishop b4, king e3? That would be the first thing coming to my mind. Queen f2 first is definitely a possibility, a strong possibility. So queen f2, white has bishop e2 or queen e2. So everyone says queen f2 first. So Vansh, Rian, Adhiraj have queen f2. Chesin has bishop e4, king e3, bishop c5. Now bishop e4 also, for me it's very attractive. I'll color the third move also, which we are considering. Actually f4 we are not really considering. Yes, maybe I remove this color. Bishop e4 and queen f2 are the moves. Yes, bishop e4. So Vansh has queen f2, bishop e2, rook d8. Okay, first question to the ones, for example, Rian, Vansh and Adhiraj. Why are we not playing bishop b4 check? I mean, what is the refutation for bishop b4 check? It's the first thing which comes to mind, isn't it? I mean, for king d3 we have rook d8, for c3 we have rook d8, for king e2 we have queen g4, for king e3 we have bishop c5 as Chesin said, but then I don't know after that. That's the problem. King f3. Maybe king f3 surviving there. So yes, for Chesin, I think bishop b4, king e3, bishop c5, king f3. Queen f2 is a mate. Sorry, my mistake. Queen f2 is a mate there. Then it's very strong. Then it is very strong. Maybe king f4, bishop b4, king e3, bishop c5, king f4, g5. Very attractive. fg6, fg6 check. Why not? Yes, Bhagyashree, exactly that's what we are considering. Bishop b4, king e3, bishop c5 is what we are doing. And I mean, that's what my point is, that why not bishop b4? Because many are suggesting queen f2, which looks attractive too, but isn't bishop b4 the most direct? Bishop b4, c3, rook d8, bishop d3. Vansh has become a strong defender. Good. Yeah, that's a nice defense. I'm thinking once bishop b4, you just want to play c3 and you're not scared of rook d8. You're saying bishop d3. Queen f2, you will go queen e2 maybe, yes. And I don't really have problems there. Alright. So let me... Rian also says same. Bishop b4, c3, rook d8, bishop d3, queen f2, queen e2, and white holds. And Bhagyashree also has the same idea, yes. So let's go to the other variation which all of you had. It was queen f2, bishop e2 was the variation. What was it? Let me go a little bit up and see what were the variations, because I was focused on bishop b4 more. So queen f2, bishop e2 and rook d8 with some double check. Queen f2, bishop e2, rook d8, king c3. I still have bishop e5 check. Okay. Queen f2. What about queen e2? Is there any mention of queen f2, queen e2? Adhiraj says the move which gives white less choice is the move. Yes, definitely less choice, and maybe also doesn't allow white to escape probably. So so once queen f2, queen e2, what is happening? Because this was your variation. Also Rian had this variation. Even Adhiraj, I guess, yes. So queen f2, queen e2, and now what? Bishop b4 check maybe? I'm not sure. How am I finishing off? Queen f2, queen e2, bishop f4, king c3, bishop e5 by once. Okay. King, so I don't give up. King b3. Suppose you'll come all the way back to b6, yeah? Queen b6 could be dangerous. Queen b6 could be really dangerous, yeah? Queen b6, king a4. What is happening there? I should get checkmated, yeah? That's too much too. Yes, we have this from Vansh and Vaishnav. Queen f4, queen e2, bishop f4, king c3 and bishop e5, and I can agree. It looks like bad. Yes, maybe he'll go king c4 there after bishop e5, queen d4 check, king b3. Not yet a mate, but yeah, very, very scary. Knight. Actually, still not a mate. Suppose, for example, queen f2, queen e2, bishop f4, king c3, bishop e5, king. It will get mated actually. I like queen f2. I like this suggestion more. By the way, last problem was 2952. Really? On king c4, b5, king b3, no? Rian? I mean, I was telling queen f2, queen e2, bishop f4, king c3, bishop e5, king c4. So maybe just queen d4 check there. Because b5 means king b3, I don't see a finish there. Maybe just queen d4 check, king b3. How to finish off, I don't know actually still. Looks like it will be finished, but how? I don't know. No, Adhiraj, we are giving every move a check. We're not leaving without a check. So once more, I'll just make arrow once and I'll remove the arrows. So queen f2 is what we are considering for everyone here who's not able to follow because there are a lot of variations. Queen e2 is the move we are considering here. Bishop f4 check, king c3, bishop e5 with a check. That's the point. We're not going without a check. If king d3, we had rook d8. So king c3, bishop e5 check. And now maybe king c4 is what I'm thinking. Maybe queen b6, queen b5 could be an idea. Not a bad idea. But I don't know. Maybe queen d4, maybe queen b6. Queen d4 means king b3. I still don't know where the mate is, by the way. Queen b6, yes. Vaishnav says queen d4, king b3, and then go queen b6 check. King. Oh yes, this is getting mated. You're right. You're correct. Yes, I think I'll go with queen f2. What did we have for bishop e2? Let's play queen f2 first. Chalo. Okay, great. I'm just thinking what I was thinking that other variation. Okay, so here we're going with bishop f4, right? Very good. Hi Raj, how are you? We are breaking our head with, very tough positions, and I think the best way to spend time is now breaking our head doing chess. It feels nice, it feels relaxing. So welcome, try solving here along with us, helping us. So yes, queen f2, everyone agreed, queen e2, and now we go bishop f4 as we discussed. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, he went king d1, and now we have this rook d8, and we take on d2 very happily, right? Rook d8, bishop d2, we'll take rook into d2, and we will be so happy here, right? Raj says all good. Okay, great, that's good. So I think rook d8 here, as simple as this, no? Just rook d8, bishop d2, rook d2, queen d3, rook d3, and be happy in life. So okay, let's go with it. Okay, great, very good, well done guys. Amazing. The last problem, was having a rating of 3000. Really? Interesting, very interesting. We are the 59th position without any mistakes. This is amazing. This is really amazing. So what to do here? Black to move. All I'm doing is just sipping water. Isn't some e2 rook d1 an idea here? Why can't I just e2 and rook d1? What is wrong with it? The first thing which comes to our mind, no? e2, and we want this move. Let me remove this arrow just in case. So what is my opponent going to play for e2? What's happening? Lakshya Bang says e2. Yes, e2 is the move I'm also considering. Mayur says 15 piece table based problem. This meaning not gonna be in table base for years and years. Actually, you know what? I just don't like engines and table bases so much. I like it when I'm really not able to get something, when I've used my engine enough. Otherwise, it's not fun seeing table base and seeing engines. They spoil the fun of chess. I would love to use my head. Go wrong. I would love to go wrong using my head and learn from it. It's not fun knowing the right moves from engines. So I don't care really about table base. Adirat says e2. Vaishnav says e2 rook e4. But what if I just play rook d1 there? King g2, rook into rook. And next move I queen. Isn't this simple or what? Or am I missing something there? I even have rook g3 check if I want. No, I don't want. No, I don't want. King f2 is coming. So e2, rook e4, rook d1 check, no? Next move, take the rook. Next move, make a queen. What can be wrong there? Mayur says white's threats seem to be b6, e2, rook e4, rook d1, and so on. So yes, if I start with e2, he doesn't have time to play b6, right? Or does he? E2, b6, rook d1, king g2, rook into rook. No, but I'll be queening first and I'll be starting checks first. Lakshya Bank says engines can never understand the psychology of chess. Yes, and engines, using them does not give us the pleasure of discovering something. Yes, if you have tried something for like really a long time and then you say, okay, I'm not able to get it, let me take some hint from the engine as to what it is thinking, that is when engines are useful. But if we have not thought enough, just getting the moves from the engines is not fun, not for me at least. Adiraj says white is also creating passed pawn by b6 that we missed. But Adiraj, if I play e2, how is he playing? I mean, exactly how? b6, rook d1, king g2, rook into b1. Where is he getting the time? ba7, e1 queen. He makes a queen, I will checkmate faster in 2 moves. What am I missing? I mean, because it's a 59th problem, I'm trying to think whether there is a defense which we are not considering, but I don't know what. Despite b6, looks like black queens first and or with threats on white king. Yes, exactly. Exactly, I don't even understand. Maybe it's an easy problem, yes. They're saying we have put in a lot of effort. So sometimes chocolates in between, as in some treat for us in between difficult positions is a good idea. I'm going with e2. I don't understand white's move at all. Hold on. e2, king h1, rook d1, rook g1, rook into b1, rook into b1, rook f1. No, that's also winning. So subtle move like king h1 and all does not work in any case. No, it doesn't work at all. So I'm going with e2 as I don't see a problem. Okay, he played e2, rook e1. And what's the problem with rook d1 now? Oh, so the point is when I play rook d1, he's going to play king g2. For rook e1, he's going to play king f3. Nobody considered this. I missed it for sure. So, how am I to queen in that position? I want a queen now. Rook f1, rook f1. No, it's not helping. Rook d1, rook f4. Wait, I got an idea. Rook d1, how will I insert that? I want to insert that, how to do it. Wait, I look at your solutions. I'm very close to getting the answer, but I'm not getting it yet. Maybe I'm missing something simple, but I have to rectify my thought process. So So what I was thinking is, yes, I'm getting this rook, right? So rook d1, king g2, rook f1, rook e2, rook g1 check. If you play king to f3, I have rook d3 check, king f4, rook d4 check, I'm winning the rook. If you go king to h3, I still have what did I say? I have rook d3 check, king h4, rook h1. Yes. I think this is working. Now I'll check what you all are telling, but I think this seems to be working. I think I'm going to win this rook for free in all the variations. Let me see what everyone else is telling. Rian says e2 we played, yes. Vaishnav says rook d1, king g2. Yes, that's the problem. Rook f1, rook f1. Rian, rook f1, rook d1 means rook gf4. That's a problem, and that's not working, I think. That was what I also thought at first, but then I realized it's not really working. Yes, the next solution of yours is correct, Rian. Rook d1, king g2, rook f1, rook e2, rook g1. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, I think rook d1 is what is working here. Yes, just rook d1 and rook f1. Yes. Okay, and here I think this is what we are looking at, and the point is we are going to win this rook. So if rook e2, we have rook g1. We're going to chase away this king and win the rook for free, right? Yes. So we go here, and now the move is we give a check. If king f3, we are going rook d3. King somewhere here, we give a check here, and we get this rook, and also we give this check. If he plays this, then we have this check here. If he plays this, we have this pretty mate coming, right? So rook g1, I go with this. Okay, and here we have rook d3 check. We are playing against this g4 rook, and we play this. Okay, very good everyone. 59. We are on the 60th problem. Tobias says rook g1, king f3, rook d3, king e3, king e4, rook d4, I think. Yes. Yes. Okay, so good. We are at the 60th problem. That's amazing. The last problem, it says has a difficulty level of 308 for rating. Amazing. Rating is a number. Once we solve any problem, we feel happy and okay. What's happening here? White to move. King pawn endgame. King pawn ending is all about calculation. So we need to calculate what's happening here. Mayur says, wow, the previous one was Blatny Pavel versus Sokolov, Ivan Sokolov from World Championship under 20, 1987. Oh yes, that's Anand's GM Norm tournament. Right. Harsh San says, wow, that was a tough one. Yes, good. We are on the 60th problem, and let's see what's happening here. We need to start calculating. Yes, you're just 1200, Harsh, but the more you solve, the more you keep doing what is difficult for you. It's then that you reach higher the level of success. So all we have to do is push our limits in our calculation. Very important. I'm also doing that, trying to push my limits. We already have some answers. Okay, let me think. What does it? King h4 means king f5, king g3 means king e4 is a problem. That's what Vaishnav says. He says that's the problem in the problem. Very important for us to understand the problem in the problem. So I don't have to take on h4 immediately unless that's required. So let's see. Just give me a minute here. Okay. Mayur says king h4, king f5, king g3, king e4 is king in front of a pawn problem. So we can go with c5, e5, a4, a5 type of play. So basically we could actually start with pushing something on the queen side. But how to go about it? So Tobias says, can it be a draw combination on this side? Definitely it can be. But maybe this is more than a draw. I think white should win here. There can definitely be a draw combination also, but this does not seem like it. Yes, I also think white has to win, and I also think, do I really have to take on h4? Is that the only thing I have, or do I have like something like a4 maybe? I don't know. Just kind of thinking. Might be just completely wrong. Or c5 for that matter, I don't know. Tobias says, I don't like chess tempos. It has so many draw combinations. Even if it's good for me to train this, is my feeling to that this is a win? Was my thought that it could or could not be a draw combination? Yes. Actually, chess tempo is something I've been recommended also by some friends, and I need to check it out still. I am yet to check it out. There's so much stuff on chess these days. So many beautiful websites. It's not always possible, to check everything, but yes, that's in my to-do list to check that website as to how it is. c5, yes, seems interesting. Question is, what is black playing? c5, king e6, king h4, king d5, king g3. King c4, king f2, king b3 means b5 will win. I mean, my c5 idea was like, if the king goes to the black king comes to the third rank, then I have b5, some idea. c5, king e6, king h4, exactly this is what I'm thinking, and trying to understand what black will try to do for my c5. Understand what black is doing. Like c5 seems attractive to me as white. And what is the defense my opponent has? I don't want to take on h4 this move. I want to take next move. So waiting for my opponent's next move. Mayur says a4, e4, king h4, king e5, king g3, king d4, king f3. But you can't come king f3, right? Because pawn is on e4, isn't it, Mayur? But looks like black might wipe those pawns first. c5, e4, king h4, king e5, king g3, king d4, king f2. This one looks like it. I mean, I want to play c5, then grab the h4 pawn. Then even if I can come to e1 or e2, any of these squares, black king is not able to come, to the third rank. And I'll try to push. Because we let e pawn go to e3, and then the king outside the square problem can arise. Riyan says c5 idea is some kind of a zugzwang to win a move and go king h4 next. Wait, I don't get. I'm trying to understand what Mayur said. He says, so Mayur says c5, e4, king h4, king e5, king g3, king d4, king f2. Yes, that's also mine. Because if we let e pawn go to e3, then the king outside the square problem can arise. Yes, exactly. The point is, we'll go c5, we grab the h4 pawn, we don't touch the queenside pawns, we come to e1 or e2, and then we push b5 when the king, black king comes near our king. I think it makes a lot of sense to go c5. Yes, I mean, why not? I like c5 somehow. It should work. And I cannot see a defense for black. When in doubt, drink water, take a deep breath, and think again. So c5 basically, Tobias says we are just saving a tempo, and next move we're taking on h4 and everything is in place. Yes, we don't first take on h4, we lose a tempo, but we play c5 and take, right? We go with it. I kind of like it. Doesn't seem wrong. Let's go with it. Okay, amazing. We had king h4 here. We'll go with that. Okay, we had king g3 here. We want to come back, right? King g3, king f2. King g3, king d4, king f2. Just simple way. Okay, I don't care where the king is going to. I'm just playing f2. I'm not even playing king f3, king d3. He's smart. He's thinking I'll play this and he will play this and he will laugh at me. Ha ha ha. Maybe, but I don't care. I'm going to go king f2 and king e1. If I come here, I'm just simply winning. Right? King f2, king e1 is winning, isn't it? What is Tobias telling? c5 is per tempo. a4, e4, king h4, king e5, king d4, c5, king d3. Yes, in other variations, he was coming close to our, I think king c3, close to, our pawns. So we just play king f2 and we play king e1 here after that, and we push our pawns. I think this is as simple. Oh, wait, hold on. He wants to go king b5, king a4? No, whenever he goes king a3, I'll play b5. He doesn't have the time for anything. Okay, guys, very good. We are at the 61st problem. And let me do one thing. Let me send a tweet, okay? So more people can join in. I will be streaming for 1 more hour. So if some more people want to join in, why not? While you all think of this problem, it's black to move, but it's great. It's great. We have done 60 not out in puzzle survival, and we are continuing from here. Let me just, do a tweet, and then or just inviting everyone to join in case people just got up. And it's Saturday evening. For some it's holiday, and they might not have seen that I'm streaming. So let me just try to put on Twitter and on Facebook that we are live. Maybe people can join in while you all think about this. I know you all are very fast. Probably by the time I finish my tweet, you all would have found some answer. But okay, wait. I'm also not super fast in Twitter and all that, but okay. Okay, let me. I just tweeted without the link. Hopefully, people will look for the link from my, or something. Maybe I can do the same thing in my Facebook also. Okay, done. Done with posting. Just inviting more people to join in so it can be fun. The next 1 hour can be fun. What did Mayur say? Also from a game, read the last one. From a game, read Darren versus Salo, Kari, draw, Heart of Finland OP 2008. There, white played king into h4. Please note, I only search games after writing my thoughts. I don't check the moves played. Great, Mayur, that's great. That's really amazing. Actually, I need to find out from you how you do it. You copy the position in database and then search for it, or how do you do it? So, but it's interesting. It's very nice that you're searching and not looking at the moves, and we are getting to know who the players are. That's really interesting. What is Tobias says? Yes, wanted to go to Zuaskla. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. As I said, I'm not used to it. And have chess and sauna. Hehe. That is Heart of Finland. Wow. And Mayur wrote, white almost set to have a passer. Thinking whether black should start with e4 or king g4. Mayur says he just puts the position in chess 16, input position and reference tab. Okay, just that way. Okay. I thought you're using some online database kind of stuff. Okay, nice. Good. It's nice, you're super fast. Oh yes, Iceland. That's really nice actually. Hot springs. Actually, I went there. It's really beautiful. The hot springs there in Iceland is really, really beautiful. Okay, let's come back to chess. And I've not even started thinking, and we already have move. Rian says king g4. I'm scared of some cd5, ab5, a4. I need to calculate who is faster. But king g4, king h3, king g2, h3, h2, h1 is an idea, but still. Sorry, my alarm for waking up, but today I'm not asleep. Normally what I do is in the afternoon, I take some 10 to 15 minutes ka nap. So I have so many alarms set. Somehow they have been set for like every day kind of. Vidisa Chaitanya Suresh says, how exactly start calculation from here? This is a tough position. We need to understand what is white doing. So given a choice, white will play, I mean if I do nothing, a4, a5, a6, a7, a8, or cb5, cb5, a4 is what white might want to do. That is the first thing I understand. I mean, this is a tough position. Yes, 61st is not going to be easy. Not easy for me either. So I need to figure out that if I need to queen, for example, my h pawn, how many moves I require. At least 3 moves to queen. I need some moves to remove the knight from h3, and I have to make sure I'm faster than my opponent on the queen side, like then how fast my opponent is on the queen side. Mayur says in Japan there are a bunch of natural hot springs thanks to volcanic activity. Interesting. Actually, now we all know Mayur. I think we all chess players are going to make a gang. Especially, I think Mayur knows all the strong chess players of India. Has made friends with a lot of them. So all of us together, we're going to, just go to Japan, flock for a tournament once things get back to normal. So we'll have some closed grandmaster tournament in Japan conducted by Mayur maybe. Or maybe just a small open tournament where we play chess and visit Japan. So back to this position. Vaishnav says, I think at some point there is e5 coming just to block a8, e5. Sorry, what? E4, okay. E4 coming to block the a8 h1 diagonal. It could be it. Mayur says, yeah, that's the plan. Right, so the plan is we all flocking together, going to Japan, and we're going to go sightseeing Japan, and Mayur will be our host, and like I said, Japan will finally get some GMs playing there. Oh yes, definitely. It's nice to have friends in countries where you're going to, and I have traveled so much around the world that whenever I kind of go abroad in some country and I'm like, okay, I should have had a friend here. It's so much nicer, especially when you're traveling alone. You're like, okay, nice to have a friend there, and you can see around the city, know the culture of that country, of that city, and yeah, it's nice. So coming back to chess, this is tough position, so in between we are chit chatting, so brain should get some rest and brain can think what's going on. I need to get up and get into the into the position. Trying to really understand. King g4. Okay, that's one move which comes to mind, which was a recommendation of Rian said, and I think till now Rian has said. Tobias says they play shogi there. Yes, they do play shogi in Japan. We will have to learn shogi for that. Maybe we can have chess. Once we all go there, we'll teach them chess. We'll say chess khelenge, right? We'll play chess. So yes, go and shogi. That's correct. Some form of chess, but I don't know how they play it. Okay, I'll try to think. First question, king g4, what is white playing? That is one of the ideas. Okay, what is the reply for king g4? Let me go straight to calculation now. Just trying to understand some things, but let's go straight to calculation. What is the defense? So king g4, a4, king h3, a5, king g2, a6, h3, a7, h2, queens, queens. I'm better. Let's go with king g4, c into b5. C into b5, now a4. Now king h3, a5, king g2, a6, h3, a7, h2. He's queening first. So Rian, the first answer to your king g4 is why not cb5? I mean, can white not play cb5 and try to queen the a pawn first? Let me see. Mayur says he's talking to Tobias, but it's interesting for us also. Tobias, sorry. It will take me some time to get used to the name. So he says, yes, shogi, go, and a minuscule number play chess. Imagine I'm like in top 120 of the active players with a regional rating of 1500. That's nice. It's nice. Mayur can someday play for the Olympiad for Japan. That's interesting, no? Vaishnav says king g4, knight f2, king f3, knight h1 is bad for black, I think. Yes, that's also a possibility because the a pawn is then pushing and but I don't know. Tobias says something very interesting for Mayur. He says, better way Mayur, be the best in India in shogi or go, probably easier. Still a bit challenging since Grandmaster Ganguly seems to have an interest in shogi. Aha, interesting. Interesting. What's happening, guys? I'm kind of confused, so I'm reading chats here and there. And okay, let me try to focus. King g4, knight f2 is there. King g4, cb5 is there. Does black have to win this? King e4, king d4 route is also there, by the way, but no, how am I going to even play from there? Not really. This problem is so difficult. I find it very difficult to calculate and understand what is happening. So Rian says on cb5, a4, ba4, ba4, king h3, then a5, king g2, a6, h3, a7, h2, queens, check, king g1. Will I not be able to gobble up all the pawns? How? finding it tough. My wishes are regarding playing for Olympiad for Japan. Wrong federation, wrong gender, wrong age. There's no wrong age. There's no wrong generation, gender, and federation. Okay, you might want to play for India, but yeah, it's interesting to play the Olympiad. So, guys, I need help here. I need some lead. I'm not able to understand this position at all. It's till it was middle game, you're all good in finding things, and here it's getting tough, and tough. Mayur, you will break the competition. Let competition be there. You will, Also, the way you are there doing chess, you can, since COVID, you are literally everywhere in all the important streams, so you can improve. And I think actually, it's practically possible for you to, do very well, I guess. Ashish Agarwal says black takes c4. Black takes c4, king takes g4. Now black takes c4, white takes place pawn a4. bc4 means pawn a4. Why should he even capture back? Right? Oh no. bc4, a4, king e6 is coming. King is catching up. Okay, so bc4, and you're saying king g4, yeah? The question is, do I need to capture on c4? Can I play king g4 straight away? But bc4, king g4, and now you are playing bc, king g4 because you want the c6 pawn to remain there. That's interesting. I'm not even able to understand who is playing for a win in this position, by the way. If a4 pawn takes b3, a5. Now your king is far. No? I don't know whether you can push e pawn. Or maybe you can push b2, king c2, e4. So you're saying bc4, a4, c into b3, a5, maybe b2, king c2, e4, a6, e3, a7, e2, queens, maybe b1 queen and e1 queen. Mayur says perhaps forcing the knight out is a plan here. I'm trying to understand as like forcing the knight out. Ashish says after a5 we can push e pawn. Yes, I'm trying to understand that variation also. So basically what Ashish is doing is he is taking on c4 and leaving the c6 pawn there. I'm not answering because I'm not getting convinced with anything, but I'm trying to calculate also. So till now, for everyone else who's joined later on, we have two ideas, this and this. And now we have a third idea by Vaishnav, that is King E4. Yes, I also considered King E4, King D4, but I could not understand. Till now, 3 candidate moves. Can I have a fourth one also? Not really. Vaishnav says King E4 here. King E4 catches the pawns, and also F3 and King D4. Yes, it is possible. But okay, let's start calculation. Yes. So we have one variation of Ashish who says B into C4. We have Vaishnav who says King E4. King G4 was the first suggestion of Rian. So we have like 3 ideas here. To me, everything is quite confusing here. It's not very clear what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. I would skip this problem. Okay, King E4. Let's try King E4 and maybe we refute one by one. What is White playing for King E4? King C3 ko what we are doing? Are we going King F3 or? So King E4, King C3, my first question. King E4, King C3, King F3 maybe actually. A4. Takes E4. A5, E3, A6, E2, King D2. Or King G2, King F3, King G2 maybe is an idea. King E4, King C3, King F3, A4, King G2, A5, King H3, A6, F3, A7, F2, Queen, Queen. I have more pawns. King E4, A5, King D4, B4. You mean King E4, A4, King D4, B4, yeah? But I can take King C4 and you want A5 there. So Ashish says if we play King E4, White plays A4. Exactly, that is A4 and King C3 are 2 moves we have in mind. For A4, maybe we can go King D4, but there is a suggestion of A4, King D4 and B4. But how come? Wait, what am I missing? Can I not take a4 in that position? What is it? Wait. I'm confusing in understanding one of the things you're saying. So king e4. If white goes a4, we can maybe take the pawn here, go king d4. But honestly, I don't know what is happening in this position. So a5, king c5, king d3. I don't like this. Black will get into zigzag. Black will get into zigzag 100%. Yes, king e4, a4, reject, I think. No, it's not zigzag actually. Sorry, it's not zigzag. King e4, a4, king d4, a5, king c5. You have king d6. It's not zigzag, but but okay, king c5, he goes king d3, and then he goes king e4, and then he will take my e5 pawn, and then my f4 pawn. I'm completely stuck up here. Completely stuck up. Yes, exactly. Black is stuck in that. So let's come back to what Ashish mentioned. So he was telling b into c4, and then he wanted after capture to go king g4, right, Ashish? Wait, I'm kind of just losing the chat, so I'm trying to scroll and see what he had mentioned. Black takes on c4, king to g4. That's what he wrote, yes. It could be possible. I'm thinking I'll have to make some, calculated guess only in this position. I'm not able to figure my way out through this maze. Takes, king g4. But even that... e4 is b3 or either. Okay, let's have a look at the variation which Ashish said now. So b into c4. So let's consider this for the timing. I'm not sure, but let's consider. So bc4, a4, c into b3, a5, b2, king c2, e4, but just king into b2, e3, king c2. This position is becoming beyond me completely. Anyone in the chat has some nice ideas? You have to give me some lead. I'm just leading to nowhere in this position. Everything finding some flaw. After king g4, knight f2 check, king f3. So Ashish, in which position you want king g4? Let me remove this arrow for b into c4. So yes, Ashish, which position do you want to play? King g4. You mean the start position? Start position king g4. I don't know what to do for cb5. Vaishnav says bc4, a4, king e6, a5, king d6. Yes, this is one idea I had, but to be honest, I could not understand. So b into c4 in that position, king c5, and again king d3. Maybe bc4, yeah. Problem is with my f4 e5 pawn structure when king d3, king e4 is coming. How am I proceeding there? Hi Ishan. You came at the right time. I'm looking for some help. So what's your suggestion? King e4, cb5, cb5. Wait, what were we thinking for king e4? We're not playing cb4. For king e4, we are playing a4. Yes, for king e4, we are thinking of a4. And point is, if black takes ba4 in that position and plays king d4, there is a5, king c5, king d3. I'll just show by arrow the problem we found here. King e4, a4, and black takes, white takes, king d4, a5, king c5, king d3. And here the black king is kind of sitting on c5, white will go king e4. I'm completely lost in this position. Completely lost in this position, as in lost for ideas in this position. I'll literally be in zigzag in that position. Maybe these arrows I should remove, no? Could be difficult for others. Ashish says, after both pawn captures, king g4, knight f2 check, then. So he's saying bc4, king g4, knight f2, king f3. Too many of my alarms ringing one by one. So 1 second. What Ishan says, what is your analysis after king g4, knight f2, king f3? King g4, I was actually also stuck up on c into b5. So my point is, if I go king g4, he goes cb5, I play cb. Let me put arrows and try to explain what I'm thinking. If white takes here, knight f2 is possible, I understand, but even on cb5, I was not able to completely understand what I am doing. So suppose here king g4 takes a4, I go king into h3, he goes a5, I go king g2, he plays a6, how will I play from here? Yes guys, but my question is king g4, what if cb5? That's my first question. I know you all are liking knight f2, but I'm not even sure about cb5. Because this queen is controlling my h1 square. He's queening one move before me and he's controlling my h1 square. So I'm not able to understand. To be honest, I'm not able to understand anything in this position. I'm trying for a very long time. What I'm thinking was, we exchange pawns on the queen side which are forced and chase the knight until we can push the hf pawn. But will the knight... you want to play bc4 first. Yes, this is also what Ashish said. B into c4 first, so that the c6 pawn remains. And Rian again has king g4, c into b5, c into b5, a4, ba4, ba4, king h3, a5, f3. So Rian insists on king g4, yes. So he says king g4, takes a4, takes king h3, a5, f3. F3 is making sense, yes. Okay, so I understood, thanks to Rian, I understood this, that king g4, cb5, a4 is not my problem. So now I can come back to what you all are telling. So Rian says king g4, so cb5, problem solved or not solved? Let's think of cb5. So what we understand is, for a4, b into a4, king h3, a5, and here Rian comes up with not king g2 but a very good idea, f3. Yes, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So a6 we have f2, and yes, We are queening first, in fact. So, king g4. We come back to knight f2 as everyone. So there are two actually very strong ideas, king g4 and bc4. Ashish insists on b into c4, b into c4, and then king g4, knight f2, king f3. White will play king e1, then e4, a4, e3, knight h3, king g3. Wow. Whew. Nice. I'm trying to follow the variations. So Ashish insists we should maintain the c pawn on c6 before we go king g4. But there is Rian, Ishan, who insist on king g4, I guess. I'm thinking try something and go to the next problem. This I'm stuck up for like since forever here. It's becoming very tough. So yeah. Yes, it's a very tiring puzzle. I completely agree. They could have given us something middle game at least. To break our head in middle game is much more fun. End game is fun, but this is like when knights on the board are there, it makes it tougher. A pawn race plus knight and all these are tough to calculate. King g4, knight f2, what is the move? Good question. So Vaishnav says straight away king g4 if we play without taking on c4. Then what about knight f2? Let's remove the arrows. So king g4, knight f2. If we go king to f3, knight h1, king g2. cb5. cb5, a4, king h1, a5, king g1, a6, h3, a7, h2, a8, I also queen. That's fantastic. So king g4, knight f2, if I go king f3. White's last move was c4. Basically the question is bc4 or king g4, yeah? I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. So king g4, knight f2, king f3, knight h1, and Ishan says h3 there. Not king g2. Because maybe king g2 is scared of boxing our king inside. I mean, having the king boxed inside, I mean, okay. King g4, knight f2, king f3, knight h1, and he says h3. Okay, let's continue from there. If I go h3, white will play cb5. If I play cb5, he goes a4. He takes king g2. a5, king h1, a6, king g1, a7, h2, a8, h1. Vaishnav says king g4, knight f2, king f3, knight h1, king g2, king e2, king h1, king f1, I thought. King g4, knight f2, king f3, knight h1, king g2, king e2, king h1, king f1. Can I go e4 in that position? I'm just trying. Or is it too slow? e4 could be too slow, na? I'm not sure. Say e4 and e4, cb5, c into b5, a4, ba, e3, a5, f3, a6, e2, king f2, e1, king e1, king g1, a7, f2. That's working, no? So Tobias says, what about this computer collect combination based on wrong moves? So c4 is wrong, and that's why bc4 is best. It's quite logical. No, it's quite logical to take on c4 and play king g4, yes? No, but what did we have for kind of again and again, you know? This is so confusing, I'm getting confused. bc4, a4, what we were doing? Again and again I have bc4, a4 ka question. Wait. It's blowing up my head and my head is, you know, becoming complete jammed. What is this? What is this, guys? Come on, Nisha, you can do it. And all my subscribers, you all can. We can together do it, you know. Ishan says knight h1, h3, king e1, and then knight h1, h3, king e1, and then king g2. We can push e4 freely after knight f2, h2, cb, cb, a4. Yes, king g4 looks quite possible to me, by the way. Papa means bc4, yes. Mayur says bc4, a4 was raised. bc4, a4, what is the move? What was our move for bc4, a4? I think I also started guessing now. I'm so tired of calculating this. I'm like shy. Maybe king g4, maybe b into c4, you know. Completely so confused about this position. bc4, a4 takes a5 king here, a6 king here. Tobias says speculation logic is what we humans do when it's over our head. Actually, it's over my head, and I have also started speculating this position. I got so tired of thinking here. So I'm like, okay, let's go king g4, knight f3, king f3, knight h1, king g2. I'll not touch the b5 pawn. Let him do whatever he wants to do. गलत हो जाएगा तो हो जाएगा. How long can I sit with this? It's not possible to sit with it forever. Papa, the problem is if I take bc4, he takes bc4, I play king e6, he plays a5, I go king d6, bc4, king e6, a4, king d6, and he will play king d3 one move. He's putting his king to e4. I don't like that, putting king to e4. So Mayur has some things from earlier messages. Mayur says from earlier messages, e4, my brain is gone pura beyond my head now. My gut feeling king g4. My gut feeling is king g4 actually. Somehow BC is not my gut feeling for some reason. I don't know why. I might be wrong. I might be wrong here. My gut feeling is not completely working in this position. Papa, bc4 and bc4 king e6 if I play, he's coming with his king from d3 to e4, sitting there, then grabbing e5, then grabbing f4. I don't like to allow him everything. So So Mayur says king e4, a4, b into a4, b into a4, king d4, a5, king c5, and black is stuck from earlier messages. Yes, I agree. Shri Ram, hi. I need people, I need help, completely stuck up. I want to get past this position. And, Rian has been telling for a very long time to go king g4. I also have a gut feeling of king g4, just ignoring everything. I agree I haven't calculated everything, but I've kind of got bored calculating everything. Might be wrong, but I really feel I should go on to the next one. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. Anyway, today's the last day. I think I can try. And I have to wind up in some time, so it's okay. Ho gaya, galat to ho gaya. If I go king g4 mistake, then ठीक है. Everybody who said bc4 was correct. I'm going with my gut feeling of king g4. Okay, guys, if it's a mistake, I take the responsibility. So many people are saying bc4. It's kind of, pulling me back. Oh man, so many people feel it should be bc4, yes? Go with your gut. That's Ishan, yes? GWYG is go with your gut. I don't know. I mean, king g4, knight g1, king g3 takes a4. Achha, one more question, okay guys? I can do a poll, yeah? Yes, exactly, Vaishnav. I was also thinking, no need to retract your message, because I was also thinking king g4, knight g1. Suddenly, what is happening there? Is h3 the move there? Maybe h3, no? I think h3 there, because knight h3, king h3. And then I can go king g2, and I think I'll be quite fast. So maybe that's not really a problem. I'm going with king g4. Okay, let me take the responsibility. If Shriram says bc4, then king g4. Tobias says, whatever you do, it's an alternative, my guess. Why did they give us such a difficult position? They knew we want to enjoy chess. Thoda they can give us some middle game, no? I mean, I don't hate endgames, but this is so difficult. Yes, Vaishnav, for knight g1 we have, I think, h3, and that should be good enough. I'm going with king g4, okay? If it's wrong, my mistake, I take the responsibility. We'll go on to the next problem. I can't live with it. Okay, sorry guys. My mistake. Oh yeah. I couldn't sit with it anymore. So everyone who said bc4 was right. And okay, I was wrong. I agree. I was completely tired of looking at the same position for, I don't know, since forever, I guess. So sorry, my mistake. My mistake. bc4 was probably the right move in that case. Just got tired of seeing that problem for cup se, Let's do the next one. We'll do this correctly, okay? No, because I need to wind up in like half an hour. So I want to do one more problem, and I thought okay, but maybe you all were right when you all said bc4, including Papa. It's okay. We'll solve this correctly. Black to move. Black is going there, okay? होता है ना, mistake हो जाता है, it's okay. I got tired because my brain was not thinking. I was like, जाने दो, we have 2 more lifelines, so okay. Many of you were correct actually. I think. If not king g4, it has to be bc4, I think, but it's okay. Ishan says we share the responsibility, ma'am. King g4. No, I mean, somehow I was just not sure of that problem, and my instinct was not it was not like a very strong instinct somehow, and I just wanted to say, okay, chalo, next problem, बहुत हो गया. So ठीक है, we'll do this correctly. You have to queen the d pawn now. Hey, what is this? What's wrong with them? Where are the other pieces? We need some more pieces. mm. Tobias says, can you change in the settings so it doesn't automatically go to the next position? Is there some way? I don't know. Oh, maybe there is some way, yes. Okay, next time I'll check that out. I don't know. I've never tried that. Normally it goes automatically to the next position. I thought that was the only way out. I got to check it out. So Vaishnav says here black wins, right? Should be. I don't know. It's I don't know really. My, what is that, e pawn? Yes, my e pawn. My e pawn should queen before he queens his f or g pawns. F pawn is hanging. G pawn can be captured. Oh man. Chess.com hates me. Gives me this kind of position to solve. Or maybe we are at 61st position, so. It's like this. I'm playing for, suppose, it's like the situation is like this. I'm playing for a grandmaster now, and I want a beginner in front of me. So I'm like, why are they giving me tough positions? If I take rook into f6, he takes king into h7, yeah? How do they get such difficult positions? Oh man. Okay. There are some suggestions. Sriram says at g6 should be the move. Ishan says rook f6, king h7, rook e6, g7, e2, g8, queens, rook f6 doesn't work. Vaishnav says king c4. It's not c4, it's f5. G7. But f7 is also possible, yeah? Okay, that's an interesting variation though, I must say. So Vaishnav says king f5, if g7, king into f6. If you make a queen, there is rook h3 mate. Very interesting. But my question is, when you go king f5, why not f7? f7 is possible. Why I have to play g7 and get into a mating net? It says, okay, back after a simultaneous dinner. Oh yes, dinner time for him. I see. Okay. Why are they making life so difficult? Check comes here. I want them to make life difficult for me. That's why I'm doing puzzles from 55 onwards. And when they're giving me something difficult, I'm like, oh, why are they giving me difficult? We are always complaining, what we have, we want something else. Ha. Vaishnav says king f5, f7, king b5. Whew. Amazing. The ideas are very interesting. That's true. It's working or not working are different. Your ideas are very, very interesting, Vaishnav. How old are you? Vaishnav, I'm curious. It's not about whether the lines are working or not. It's about your creativity, which I liked. Very nice. Very imaginative ideas you found. Again, as I said, as you also said, may not be working, but very imaginative. Curious, are you like a kid or are you like a grown up someone? It's really sweet. Okay, Papa has an interesting idea. So he says rook f6, king h7, and now go king g5. Rook e7, Papa, there. Vaishnav says I'm 21 but fully messed up the notation. Notation is okay. I like your creativity. It's nice that you're creative. We need not always be perfect, but to be able to be so creative is nice. It's nice, really. It's good, very good. But probably objectively the problem, Vaishnav, in your line is king f5, f7, king, what is that, g4. And here he'll probably just go king g7, I guess, no? Or maybe king just h7. Yeah, why get into the mating net at all? Hey Kiran! Hi! Kiran, I need help. Where were you? I know it's your busy month, but I really need help. Trying to break my head, we just went wrong. I just made, take full responsibility for a mistake I made in the last position. And I'll be streaming for like half an hour now. I will wind up after that. I have things to do. So Kiran, I need your help. Now, okay, Rian says rook f6, king h7, king h5, g7, rook h6, king g8. Rookie says, yes, Papa also has similar idea, Rian. I was thinking rook f6, king h7. So you are saying king h5, not king g5. Okay. And what happens there if white goes rook e7 in that position? So rook f6, king h7, king g5, rook e7, pawn is still on g6, no? Yes, Ishan, full responsibility. We should, chess teaches us to take responsibility for our actions. So yes, okay, it was ultimately I who made the move. Because there are a lot of suggestions with bc4 actually. There were a lot of suggestions with bc4, including my own dad, and I was like, nahi, my instinct is saying king g4. So it was not pure calculation, I would say. I was a little bit lazy about calculating. So yes. Sriram says, last time I did not listen to Sriram, I have to listen to what he said. He also said bc4. He says e2, g7, rook h3 is also made but not forced. e2, the problem is, what do I do for rook e7? That's the... Yes, I know this is, similar idea like how Vaishnav had mentioned. It's a very creative idea you'll are finding with mating threads, which is very interesting, I would say. But what do I do for e2, rook e7? So basically I want my opponent to play g7. Actually he plays g7, I have a mate. But why will he play g7? That's the question. I have to force him to play g7. Very interesting. He won't play. He is also smart. No, opponent will be smart. He'll not play g7. Hey Kiran, don't run away, huh? You have to suggest good moves. I have to check whether you are still in the chess ka full form or not. Rian says on rook e7, rook g6, what is rook e5? Papa, rook h6 is not coming, no, because g7 has not been played yet. So, has it been played? Rook into f6, king into h7, king g5, rook e7. He wants to take the pawn. He'll not push his... You can take... I'm not sure you can take this, actually. No, you can take, actually. Rook into g6. Rook into e3. Rook h6, king g7, rook h4. And take the pawn on b4. I don't know. Kiran says, I'm thinking, and she's saying, why not h into g6? At g6 go, just take back. King into g6. At g, king g6, king g3. f7, king f2. Ishan says, will join later, have exams and need to prepare. Please let us know whether you will stream Title Tuesday this time. Yes, it's been 2 weeks, no? What is it today? Let me see. I'm still thinking. I'm kind of wanting to uh, the brain, when it gets disturbed, I'm trying not to play at that time. And if I can put myself off from all social media, probably I can play, but I'm not doing that. And when the brain is disturbed, it doesn't feel like playing. Like solving positions is nice, playing, I'm not getting the guts when brain is little bit unhappy, disturbed, or things like that. So I think I'll let you know sure, soon. I mean, through my YouTube, I'll let you know. I'm not sure. I was thinking of skipping one more week, but yes, it's been a long time. Yes, I must get back to playing. Let's see. Let's see. I'll try my best, Anishan. Good luck for your exams. Thanks for joining. Kiran says HG6, King G6, King. Kiran, when King G3? Kundan Kumar, why not Rook F6? Rook F6 we saw, what did we see? King H7. Rook F6, King H7 was what we saw. Chess.com saw I'm not making mistakes. Like we are not making mistakes and started giving us endgames now. Chalo, karo. And that's why I'm just, insisting ki Kiran, you stay back now. She loves to play endgames. So tell me what to do. Rook F6, King H7, King H5, G7, Rook H6, King G8, Rook E6. Mayur says, Ishan Deshpande, all the best. Okay. Oh yes, what exams are these, Ishan? Good question by Mayur. What exams do you have? Vaishnav says, Rook F6, King H7, King H5, G7, Rook H6, King G8, Rook E6, King F7, E2, G8, Queen, E1, Queen. Ooh, I'm scared because white is queening first. I don't know, just simply first intuition. At G6, King G6 seems interesting. Because if I can get to king pawn endgame, probably my king could be closer and I could win the b pawns. Sriram's. So Kiran says H King G6, King G3, yes? So F7. Okay, Kiran, let's go ahead in your variation. Wait, let me see what Sriram says. If black's king is on e8 and white's on f8, only with a and b file is that endgame winning. If black's king is on e8 and... You mean e1, yes? Yes, that is winning, no? Pawn endgame I think is winning, but so okay, let's see. Kiran is telling h into g6, king into g6, king g3, and her point is that when you go here, she'll just play here. So when you go here, she wants to push. And she says this king pawn ending, she is winning. There's a very strong consideration for rook into f6 also, yeah? Guys, this could be the last problem, maybe, I don't know. Because as I said, I need to wind up in some time. So I want to get it right. It's not good to make two mistakes and wind up, no? I mean, nothing to lose, but again, we need a good feeling when we wind up. So, Kiran says f7. King f7 aiming for king pawn ending. King f2. yes, I can understand king f2 and you want that endgame, yes. And Rian says rook f6, king h7, king h5, g7, rook h6, king g8, rook e6, king f1, e2. G1 queen. You mean g8 queen. No, I don't like, yes, I don't like that rook f6 somehow. I like this at g6 idea. once more, huh? Hn to g6, king n to g6, king g3, if white takes this pawn, king f2, no, too slow na, too slow, black will win, no, आराम से, क्या this, sorry, yeah, too slow, winning. Yes, fg6, sorry, hn to g6 is aiming for king pawn endgame. Chalo, I'll go with this. At g6, king g6, king g3, f7, king f2, and if we reach 2 pawn versus king ending, white's double pawns might be worse. Yes, let's go with it. Chalo, we'll go with it. Chalo, let's go with it. Okay, great. Okay, thanks Kiran. You gave us a good lead, but we are still there. We're not finished. Let's go with your idea. Hopefully it's the right one. Amazing. I'm holding my hand for a while. King f2 is the move, right here. So I want to go here. That was our plan. And next we want to push e2, e1. Come what may. Right, makes a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. King f2, f7, and now I think we simply push this pawn, right? Yes, we play e2 and we play e1 queen, and yeah, just that. Right? I'm just, holding my hands because last problem was a mistake. So I'm just checking कि कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं हो रहा है ना. Nothing we are doing wrong. No, nothing wrong actually. We just push. Thank you. Thanks Kiran. This was great. I said we need you. Guys, good news. I still have 20 minutes before I stop streaming. The good news is we have a middle game position. That's the good news. We had 2 endgames and it was like, oh no. And oh man, what is this? So guys, very good. We are on 61st problem. Mayur says previous position was Kashmiran versus Devi Chitra. Okay. Jakarta, Indonesia 2011. Black Earth later in the line Hn to g6 was indeed played and is a right move. But black went rook f7, rook f7 resign. Oh, I see. Okay, great. So, what is this? So easy choice actually. Very easy to go wrong also. Hey, I think I've seen this problem somewhere. Like study kind of. No, this is not that one, kya? No, maybe not that. Sometimes chess positions look also similar. So we are in a check. We have to decide king g8 or king e8. So it should be king g8 because that's what we'll not think if this is a problem, no? Okay, let's think objectively and not like guesswork. Sometimes it feels like doing guesswork, but what's happening? Sriram says puzzle is 61 and it should be king g8. Yes, actually if it were the first puzzle, we would say king e8, of course. No, who goes king g8? But because it's a 60-second puzzle, we are like thinking king g8 here. But exactly what is happening? I'm so much at a loss. or trying to understand कि क्या हो रहा है. So basically if I go king e8, maybe he has bishop a4 check, king f7, queen c4 check, d5. Why am I scared of ghost? Ghost. Shriyansh Sinha, hi. King e8. By the way, last problem was 3177 rated, not my fault. And the one which we went wrong was 3186 rated, okay? So, what can I do? They are giving us 3000. Then we are what, all Magnus Carlsen? You know? So, Riyan says king g8, rook d7, king f8, rook d8, king e7, cd6, king d8, queen c7. Khatam, you're losing. Yes, white is a bishop up, but we are almost queening there, or at least we are mating with queen e1. White has queen g1 actually, not mating. Not checkmating actually. Yes, Shriyansh, I remember you came to my stream one day, but you haven't come since then, I guess. Been a long time. Okay, Sriram says, let's consider king g8. Looks interesting. Actually, one day, I should do like this. Mornings, I should start puzzle survival stream from position number 1 and non-stop do till 3 out and see where we can go. Interesting idea, no? I have to get that time slot. The problem is weekends you don't have so much time, and weekdays you all won't have so much time, so that's the problem. Kundan Kumar, we need to get to position where we don't get a check. Okay. King g8 is so illogical. I mean, why on earth do I have to play king g8 and get into some kind of check? My first question to everybody, all the intelligent people out here, can you tell me what is wrong with king e8? I mean, unless I know what is wrong with king e8, my brain will not think of a ugly looking move like king g8. Very old fashioned brain, na? It doesn't listen. So king e8 में क्या problem है? What's happening? Yes, Shriyansh, exactly my question. So for everyone, without getting drifted, I need to do this in like 12 minutes. That's what I have. Kind of, almost. Maybe 5 minutes more, but not beyond that. So my question to all of you is, what's the problem with king e8? Why shouldn't I play king e8? I don't know, did I get this problem earlier? It's sounding very familiar. As if I'd seen this problem. I've seen this somewhere. And it sounds like I had the same problem of which move to play, and I did not understand. Yes, king e8, queen g1. Yes, I saw that, but I thought I can take and play dc. I can take and play d1 queen. No, bishop d1, king f7. I'm winning that, right? King e8, queen. What Kiran says? King g8. rook e7, d5. What? King g8. Kiran, my question is, king g8, why will white not play rook d7 check? And my main question, Kiran, first, what is the problem with king e8? So Mayur says king e8, rook e7, king into e7, c into d6, king f8, and no checks. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, why should I not play king e8? Anybody can answer why not king e8? What is wrong with that simple move? I mean, if it is my game, of course the first instinct, or your game, the first instinct you will get is king e8 only, na? Why not king e8? Is there a flaw, big flaw, which I cannot understand? Not that I see anything actually. They're making me scared of ghost, yeah, because it's 60-second problem. Kiran says king e8. I feel king e8 is correct. King g8 looks bad. King g8, I mean, I wouldn't think of king g8 unless there's a problem with king e8. So unless somebody refutes my king e8, I'm not going to go into the discovered check. Yes, exactly. I mean, why is this even a question? What they want from me? Maybe nothing, yeah? Just I say, just to encourage me, maybe they gave me, because they gave me 2 endgame positions. This is just to encourage me. Possible, no? I'm going with king e8, okay? How many of you agree with king e8? I'm attacking his queen. He cannot play queen g1. He doesn't have a check with bishop a4. Does not have rook e7 check really. Does not have rook f8 check. That's it. Why is that a problem, Vaishnav? So you are telling me king e8, rook e7, king into e7, c into d6, king f8, queen g1, queen into g1, king into g1, rook into d6. I am a rook up. I'm playing d1 queen next move. Okay, king e8. I'm going. Kiran has also said king e8. Okay, Vedant Bhargav, king e8. Kiran, of course, king e8. Myself, king e8. Any more votes? Any more voting? Kundan, king e8. Rian, king e8. So king e8. Nobody's suggesting king g8. I mean, who will go king g8 unless there's a flaw? Mayur, king e8. Black is able to hide from checks. King g8 is direct invitation. Yes. Tobias, king e8. Shriram. But after that exchange and everything, cd6, rook d6, bishop e2. No, I'm winning. I'm getting d1, I think. I'm getting rook e6. Wait, what? No, I'm getting rook e8, rook e1. Yes, I'm going with it. Straight away. Of course, I'm taking the queen. I'm making a queen. I'm taking the rook and I'm saying thank you. Yes? Queen into g1, no? Yeah, no problem with it. Suzuki Samurai, no problem. What was that? Man, I made d1 queen. I wanted to wind up here and they're making me do this. Can you all see this problem if I make it small? So what I did was, I did it very fast, whether you all noticed what happened. So I played king e8, queen g1, king g1. I thought d1 queen, bd1 king into f7. I have a rook for a bishop. Oh, you'll draw that position. Bishop versus rook. Not fair. I just have to play dc5 or what? No, dc5 and then rook goes to h7. Okay, this was the last problem we're not doing anymore as I have to go, but no, but wait, I don't get it. I don't know how even to get back to that problem, but you all can maybe go back in the stream, no? I have the small board. Can you all see it actually? I'm not sure you can see it, no? I mean, in that position, so I played king e8, queen g1, king g1. I thought d1 is so obvious, I did not even ask anybody. So I thought d1, bishop d1, king into f7, but maybe rook 2 pawns versus bishop 3 pawn is a draw. So I had to play dc5, but dc5, rook h7. Wait, what was I supposed to do? Rook b8. Rook b8 and rook into... Cha. Rook b8, yes, Kiran and Shriram, you both are right. Hi Jaikant Tiwari. Yes, you're back, but I'm so much at pain. I'm so much in pain actually because of okay, it was carelessness, I should say. Yes, I thought exchange up is winning, but maybe it was not winning. Yeah, rook 2 pawns versus bishop 3 pawn. I had to be careful. Yeah. Yes. In 5 minutes we won't finish. Wait, this is looking very familiar problem. Wait, I have 5 minutes. Like really, literally 7 minutes. But I don't think we can do the c5, c6 and a5 will queen or what? No, it's not queening, na? I mean, I thought last problem to like win ka dal de before. I'm feeling so bad about that one miss. So near yet so far. No? It's good, it's only puzzle solving. We are not playing a game like, okay, miss ho gaya, win kind of. But, is this simple by any chance? Anybody has clue ki is simple? Like, because I have like 5 minutes, I think it's difficult to solve this. Yeah, 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes. In 7 minutes we'll try. If not, ठीक है? We'll wind up. Anyway, today's the last till like 7 days we can do one puzzle survival. So ठीक है, होगा तो होगा, नहीं होगा तो नहीं होगा. What is the big deal? चलो, let's do फटाफट 7 minutes countdown timer, guys. हाँ, फटाफट. I mean, one idea is, no, let me not confuse anybody. Kiran says a5. So my point is, what if black goes king e5? King g3 or what? By the way, all positions, last few positions we did today, they're all above 3000 level. Huh? Okay guys, we are becoming close to Magnus Carlsen now. So that's something to celebrate. Okay, see, my alarm also says it's time. But okay, 5 minutes I can take from here. 5 minutes I can take. Let's go a5. So guys, what is happening? What am I missing? a5, king e5, what, king g3, or is there more to it? Yeah, we all know we have time shortage, so I'm also doing shortcut mein because in 5 minutes we got, anyway, ho gaya, galat to ho gaya, anyway we are not continuing this, so what big deal. a5, king e5, king g3, king d4, king h4, king c4, king h5, king b5, king g4, king a5, f4, b5, f5, b4, f6, b3, f7, b2, f8, b1, check, queen gone. So Kiran says a5, king e4, king g3, king d4, king h4. Exactly, I'm thinking of this now. Finally we get queen, check my queen, no? Or not? Guys, 49 likes, for at least like 50 is a good number. Who has not done a like? Like it. Oh man. Chalo. A5 versus C6. What is A5 versus C6 to obvious? But it has to be A5, no? Yes, Kiran, that's the idea, yes. Amay says C5, king E5, C6, BC6, A5, king is in square. So here we use fix in chicken coops method and A6 and keep the king as far as from king side and wind up pawns and promotion the pawn. Okay guys, I'm going, as we have time shortage, we are going. So A5, I'm going to wait little bit. Okay, A5, king E5. I'm going to wait 30 seconds, the time related difference, to make sure I'm holding my hands, making the right move. So our idea was king G3, king D4, king H4, king C4, king H5, king B5, king G4, king A5, F4, B5, F5, B4, F6, B3, F7, B2, F8, queens, and check, take the queen, right? Okay, great, 52 likes, good. 50s में अच्छा लगता है ना, you know, it was 49 odd numbers, I was thinking कि चलो. Thanks guys, thank you. Amay says, sorry, I want to say fox and chicken scoops. Okay, so now king G3, okay. King G3, we're doing that exactly, yes. So basically, king H4 and last में queen, take the queen on B1, right? Yes. Okay, take this pawn. Okay, I just hold my hand here once more. Just doing the calculation, don't want to 2 minutes are there, so, so don't want to, you know, do it wrong here. Like 62 is also my personal, you know, I mean with me and a friend, I guess, best. So yeah. Yes, everyone says what we are doing now is correct. That is king G4, king A5, push the pawn. He cannot come and catch the pawn, right? This is the only thing I'm checking. King G4, king A5, F4, king B5, F5, king C6, F6, king D7, F7. Wait, king G4, king A5, F4. If he tries to come, then I will block, na? Okay, king G4, I have to go. Okay. I'm only thinking F4 B5 is clear to me, but F4 king B5 को क्या हो रहा है? King G5, yeah? Yes. Okay, got it. So F4 here, and I queen, he queens, and I take a check, and I take the queen, right? Once you go wrong in one position and then you really want to hold your hand and say, okay, you kind of self-doubt at times in very simple positions. It happens in tournaments also. Not required here, it's simple, pawn race. But sometimes it is that we are like, okay, एक बार हो गया, दो बार हो गया. Actually, दो बार हो गया ना. First I said, चलो देखते हैं, and दो बार हो गया. So yeah, चलो let's do it. Yes. इतना डर डर के जीना क्या जीना. We had some poem. डर डर के जीना क्या जीना, कब तक गम के आंसू पीना, मानवता ने सींचा तुझको बहा युगों तक खून पसीना. This is some famous poet's poem we had in our school days. So f4, f5, f6, f7, queens check, boom. Okay guys, thank you, exactly on time, and thank you so much for joining in. I hope you all had fun. This is real chess. When we think of something, we go wrong, we go right, we do things we think is right, but now when I'm saying I'm going, they're giving me some positions with queen rook and some checkmate kind of ideas. I really want to go. So tempting, no? Like when you exactly want to go, they'll say, okay, chalo, I'll give you the positions. This is looking so familiar a position, by the way, as if I've done it ekdam recent mein kind of. But no, Nisha, you have to go. You can't do this. You can't do this. Yeah. Actually, now I'm thinking, we started from 55 now. But okay, these positions are so tough. So friends, one more very important thing. Oh, by the way, this is a chess queen. Isn't it so cute? It's a rubber and it's a chess queen. I'm kind of playing with it for some time now. It's been there with me for years and I don't use it as an eraser. I just keep, like sometimes my sister takes it to rub and I'm like, no, this is my queen. This is, don't use it as an eraser. It's a queen. It's so cute, na? Mayur says, had a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Hoping for more such doses. Yes, I also want, for me, so important, I need chess to keep me happy. Very important. It really helps me to be happy and keeps away all distractions. So thank you everyone. Not solving anymore, although this could be a simple one, but still I really got to go now. So thanks everyone for joining in. Thank you Kiran for joining in and helping me, helping us in some difficult positions, especially at G61. It was simple, but for some reason we were not getting it. So nice. You should have come a little bit earlier. I wouldn't have gone wrong in that difficult endgame position. I still have to check out. Okay, maybe sometime. So thanks everyone. Thanks Mayur. Thanks Kiran. Thanks Riyan, Shriram. Whom did I miss? I don't know. So thanks everyone for joining in. Ishan, I remember, was there, and hope you all enjoyed. We will have more fun with chess. That's the only thing keeps me happy, and let's all enjoy it. That's the best thing to do. Now have fun with chess. So bye bye guys. See you all soon. Very soon. Tobias, thank you. Thanks for confusing position today. And okay, chalo, bye bye. See you. Bye.